Donald Trump made an appearance today at something called the Bible Museum, and considering the religious context, he would not tell a lie, right? He would not brag about one of his recent racist accomplishments, right? And he definitely would not minimize or marginalize domestic violence against women, right? Well, let's remember we're talking about Donald Trump, and I have all of his bizarre and blasphemous utterings for you next. Let's begin with a big fat lie, something that is frowned upon in the Bible. Google tells me Leviticus 19:11. Listen as Trump claims to have saved Los Angeles with a completely fabricated farce of a story.
Even the Democrats say, I can't believe it, but they don't want to admit it, but I can't believe it. We could do the same thing in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. We did it. We saved Los Angeles. We saved Los Angeles, Dan. You know that. Los Angeles was a mess. If we didn't send our troops in, Gavin Newsom would have had a real problem. We sent our troops. The head police officer, the top person, said we could have never done this alone. We sent our troops right in at the beginning, and we killed it. And it was nasty, but we killed it immediately. And I don't know why Chicago isn't calling us saying, please give us help.
And the fact checkers say Trump deployed thousands of National Guard and Marines to Los Angeles, and they surrounded federal buildings. They had no role in confronting the protesters that occupied just a few blocks of the city. Next up is his white lie, and I don't mean in the benign sense. I mean his whitewashing of the Smithsonian Institute. Have a listen to the bigot bloviate.
See, if I did the Museum of the Bible, it wouldn't be as successful, but I'd be sitting right here. No, I'd be sitting up here. You've done a great job. Everybody's talking about it. I got a little involved with museums, because I had a little problem with the Smithsonian. We like a little more positivity. It was all about all the bad things in our country. I said, what about the good things we've done? So I got a little involved. With that. And they're making changes. They were also told what to do by people that came before me, in all fairness, but they're making changes. Big changes are being made at the Smithsonian.
The little problem Trump was speaking of is the Smithsonian telling the story of slavery, one of the most impactful times in American history. Somewhere between destroying windmills and destroying paper straws, destroying the telling of that story was on Trump's list of priorities. And the Bible Museum audience rewarded that effort with a round of applause. I cannot make this stuff up. And speaking of stuff I cannot make up, Trump had one of his rambling brain glitches that revealed how he truly feels about an important social issue. Have a listen to Donald's unique take on domestic violence against women, and then I'll share the massive backlash he received in return.
It's more than 87%, virtually nothing, and much lesser things that take place in the home they call crime. They'll do anything they can to find something. If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime, see? So now I can't claim 100%. But we are a safe city. You can walk to a restaurant. You can walk to the White House if you work there. You can walk to the Capitol. And even the Democrats say, I can't believe it, but they don't want to admit it, but I can't believe it. We could do the same thing in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. We did it. We saved Los Angeles.
Ex-user Joe commented, the dude who bragged about sexual assault and was found liable of sexual abuse says domestic violence isn't really a crime, does he? And Project Europa added, this is not an accidental slip. It is a deliberate political signal. By publicly downgrading domestic violence to a little fight, he is broadcasting a regressive patriarchal worldview. The message is clear. Under his order, some crimes and some victims matter less than others. And a man I'll simply identify as EO because I can't begin to pronounce his name chimed in with the brilliant manufacturing crisis in one breath, minimizing real harm in the next, then declaring victory over the rubble he helped create. Trump's comments aren't just out of touch, they are dangerous. Dismissing domestic violence as a little fight while pretending DC's deeper systematic issues have disappeared is gaslighting at scale. Donald Trump's trip to the Bible Museum was not about faith. It was just another exercise in his ongoing illusion and his need to be worshipped. He is not a religious man. He is a con man who wrapped himself in religion to influence the easily influenced, and he continually tests how much deception his followers will applaud. And we all continually discover that there is no limit. Trump just described domestic violence against women as men having a little fight with the wife, emphasis on little, and they cheered him. Trump's rhetoric is bizarre and staggering, and the disconnection from reality by those around him is mind-blowing. They are blind to the fact that he doesn't see the Ten Commandments as scripture. He sees it as a to-do list. I'm Dan. Thanks for watching, and now it's your turn. Thou shalt leave a comment below, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.